one-sided first half. What will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Brady's throw there complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The 38-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
13-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Throwing again. Brady. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
For 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out right at the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown,
Tyreek Hill. 61 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
On for the point after.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 1st down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Second and 20.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Round 80. Round 80. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. Hey, check it. Buffalo 18. When he hit.
Brady now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Is good. Makes the score Chiefs 42, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
With an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Here's Watson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Who that?
Hey, goal 66.
That's 22, Mike, 22. Let's go. Wide. Get wide.
And now Bruce Arians with a play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after. Picking up the first down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
The Chiefs.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time Mahomes will throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So first down screen pass, good for 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.